Hey everyone, my name is Gilberto and we are back again for week 8 of our PGBL matches. We have had a rough ride, but we are up against Josh and the South Texas Sableyes, and I just want to get straight into it. Yeah, this is my team right here. Again, no idea how well this is going to work. No Mega, no Kartana, something that I really don't do often. Not bringing both of them, I've only done once this season, and it did not work out well for me. But other than that, this matchup was just... This is definitely one of the most nerve-wracking matchups in this season in general. I did try to go a bit more unconventional so that my team would match up a little bit better against his. But I guess we'll see. We see a Garchomp, Kingdra, Pelipper, Swampert, Fortress, Jirachi. So pretty much a lot of what I expected. No Clefable at all, which is really interesting. Clefable is really the main reason that I brought Brobat with me. This team makes a lot of sense. Pretty much all rain, and then Garchomp, and then steel types that are protected by the rain. So this team does make a lot of sense. My Volcanion does have Shucka for some point against the Swampert and or the Garchomp. Kingdra's gonna be a huge issue for me. Either way, I don't see any reason not to lead with Dwayne my Necrozma. So this is gonna be interesting, right? I had two thoughts. Because I noticed in his last 4 consecutive matches he has led with Clefable. So that was my main reason for bringing the Brobat, and I wanted to lead with it, thinking that would give me a little bit of momentum straight off the bat. But my other thought was that I'd also be really surprised if he didn't... It wouldn't be surprising at all if he tried to lead with Pelipper, try to get his speed up as soon as possible, and try to go through my team, because my team did have so much speed on it. And my thinking with that... There's the Pelipper lead, okay. So my thinking with this Necrozma is... This Necrozma is basically specifically for this Pelipper. Not specific, I shouldn't say that. But it is largely for this Pelipper, right? So I know that this Pelipper... Actually, I should check before I say something really stupid. So I do have the calc open now. Yeah, Pelipper is base 65 speed, right? Necrozma is base 70. And I really hope I'm not wrong about that. I love you, Necrozma, don't... Oh, Necrozma is base 79, yeah. Yeah, there's no speed creeping happening now, right? So, I kind of think that the turn 1 U-turn's gonna come, and I need this thing nuked straight away. So you know what? I'm gonna turn 1 go for a Z Charge Beam. And please just stay in. I really need to nuke this thing. I don't see any real need to hard swap, but a U-turn is way too tempting, I think. And here is the Gigavolt Havoc. This is exactly what I wanted my Necrozma to do. 100% exactly what I needed my Necrozma to do. So also, it does kind of feel like a mistake for my... Oh, and it wasn't sashed. Okay, that was another big concern of mine. I was also really concerned about not having Giga Drain on my Brobat, but I guess at this point... I could imagine worse things at this point, right? So now I'm not really quite sure what this thing wants to do, because I do have the Gardevoir in the back, and I do have the Volcanion in the back. Now, I would have to imagine you go for the Draco here, because... Yeah, I don't know what you go for here. I need more information about what this is. Does this Necrozma do much for me now? I have to look at the team. I'm really bad at, like, remembering to take pictures of the team and whatnot. This Necrozma can stall, get some hits out late game, but I don't really see any real reason to not. If anything, I can Calm Mind here See what happens. No, I think just getting a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, Draco, okay. That's kind of what I expected. So the Draco comes through. And that does quite a bit. I don't mind too much at all. I'm gonna guess this is choice right now. It's at -2. And we do quite a heavy chunk with a special defense drop. That is incredibly helpful. And it's gonna be huge that no other there's gonna be no more rain being set up in this match. There's a Psychic, does another half, so both of his rain sweepers are down to below half. I don't know what he was trying. Oh, he thought that I was going to hard switch in the Gardevoir there. But even then, oh, because if he switched out first, then my Gardevoir would trace the Damp, or the Torrent, instead of tracing the Swift Swim, and then my Gardevoir would be stuck. That is really, really smart. That is genuinely very smart. Hats off to you, Josh. That is genuinely very brilliant. But all I needed my Necrozma to do is get that Kingdra's special attack down and get me in a position where I can start going in. And I think I'm in that position. Or at the very least, as close to that position as I can be. I'm going into Cinchino here. Right? Now, Scarf Cinchino outspeeds max speed Swampert in rain, right? This thing has Bullet Seed on it. Now, I think the fact that I bring in the Cinchino here makes you 100%... Oh, no Damp Rock. No Damp Rock. This is turn 5, and it says that the rain's gonna run out. I'm gonna U-turn here. Or do I U-turn here? Let me think. I Bullet Seed, right? What's your switch into Bullet Seed? Probably Jirachi or some crap like that. Jirachi might be Scarfed. Definite possibility. I think U-turn's my play here. I think you know what my whole Cinchino shenanigan has to be, right? Right? Because you know I outspeed in rain. Scarf Cinchino outspeeds this thing in rain. But at the same time, what's Swampert gonna do outside of rain? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna U-turn. U-turn's obviously the safest play. There's the withdrawal. Okay, Jirachi. I'm betting on Jirachi? No, Raid. Okay, also makes sense. But free switch into Volcanion here. Free switch into Volcanion. Is there anything else that I would switch in? Probably Crobat. Crobat's a definite possibility. Crobat's less vital to the team. So that is huge for me. See, if I swap into Crobat now, the whole thing with Heat Wave is going to be way too obvious. But if I go into Volcanion, right? Then sure, you get a Volt Switch off into Garchomp probably, but well, no, you would have to Hard Switch because I outspeed and I would Fire Blast. You would have to hard switch. So yeah, I think this is my play every time. And does that get you back up to sturdy? Yikes, I can't even tell. That kind of... Yikes. That's like a pixel off. Okay. Oh, okay. And that's really interesting. So the counter adjusts itself. So a turn ago, it showed that this was the last turn of rain, but now that the Damp Rock it doesn't reveal a Damp Rock until that 5 turns expires. That's really interesting. Genuinely didn't know that. I think all you want to do is set up like spikes or some stuff like that. But I want to know Ferrothorn. Oh, and I have Shucka, so I'm really safe to Steam Eruption here. And Volcanion on this side, right? Yeah, Steam Eruption's my play every time, I think, right? 252 special attack. In the rain. I'm taking too long to calc this, but I want to say in the rain, this does a butt ton. Steam Eruption. Steam Eruption's only doing about 50%? What about Fire in Rain? Wow. What about Fire Blast in Rain? Fire Blast in Rain supposedly takes you out still. So I guess I Fire Blast here. I guess I stay in a Fire Blast. Now this theoretically should take you out. Oh, you did get back up to sturdy. Okay. Alright, fine. I'm an idiot. I'm genuinely an idiot. There's the Volt Switch. You go into Garchomp. We all know you go into Garchomp. I have Shucka. I Will-O-Wisp. Unless you have Tech Rage, in which case, bruh. I don't even know if I take a Tech Rage, but I guess it's just the life we live, right? I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp. I'm clearly Shucka. You almost certainly have Tech Rage. Almost certainly have Tech Rage, right? You have to have Tech Rage. Come on, take this Tech Rage. Please take this Tech Rage. Oh, Devastating Drake! Bro. You know what? I think he saw my last battle against Elo, saw that I packed Shucka, and ran Devastating Drake. I'm positive he ran Devastating Drake because of my Shucka play. That is insane. Now I can freely go into Gardevoir, I guess? Gardevoir takes on his team pretty well. Gardevoir takes on his team pretty well. Especially now that his Fortress is so low. Only thing I have to be concerned about now is the... Oh, but he can just switch in Swampert or Kingdra and they would be faster than me now. But if you're not going to set up, or if you're not going to be able to set up hazards, then my Crobat's pretty... My Crobat's not as useful to me at all anymore. So I do feel like Gardevoir is my play. But so is Scrafty, though. So is Scrafty. Intimidate Scrafty. Right, in come... And I do need to stall out this Rain as well. Stalling out Rain is really important to me. Stalling out Rain is really important to me. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna commit to Scrafty. You get intimidated. Now, 100% you go into Jirachi here. 0% of me thinks you don't go into Jirachi. I'm gonna click knockoff here. And this is the actual last turn of Rain now. Swords Dance, bro. Oh my god, why didn't I Ice Punch? Why didn't I Ice Punch? Okay, well you're only a +1. I can take most things. I completely forgot I don't have Ice Punch. I switched it out for Fire Punch and Thunder Punch to cover the Pelipper. I completely forgot because of last week. Oh man. This is really bad, actually. This is genuine. Well, no. Okay, so Gardevoir still outspeeds. If I have to give up Leprechaun, I have to give up Leprechaun, but Scarfed Gardevoir is gonna always be my play. Take this. Okay, we take it. It's okay. We get some more damage off. Alright, that's super unfortunate. That was me being incredibly dumb. Well, alright. If he had actually switched into Jirachi, I would have looked like a god. So, that's one thing. But clearly that didn't happen. Clearly that did not happen. Now, does he take advantage of this and go for another Swords Dance? I don't think he can. He can't because... He can't because... He knows Gardevoir's around. And Crobat's around as well. So this is where Jirachi would come in, right? But I kind of don't care. I kind of just want to go for the trick. I could Moonblast, I could Trick, I could Shadow Ball, right? What would be the most viable play here? I kind of feel like it's... I'm just gonna Moonblast. I'm really curious to see how much Moonblast does against Jirachi, but realistically, Jirachi comes in Iron Heads, and that's really unfortunate for me. So what can I do against the Jirachi coming in? I go into Crobat. Crobat gets a Heat Wave off. Crobat gets a Heat Wave off unless the Jirachi is Scarfed. I have to go into Crobat here. Man, giving up. I lost all of my momentum. I lost every bit of my momentum. Here's the Iron Head. Not doing as much as one would expect. I'm just gonna Heat Wave. You could bring in Kingdra, that'd be fine, I guess. We probably still have to be the Kingdra. We can Air Slash it, and at the range, I'm not offensive enough to expect an Air Slash kill. I'm really not offensive enough to expect an Air Slash kill. Raid comes in. That's interesting. Just testing out what I would do? I guess. Is a Jirachi Scarfed and you just want to bring Jirachi back in? Is that your deal? This thing only has Air Slash because I was afraid of Chestnut. I'm gonna try to get a Sludge Bomb off. I'm not even sure if this kills or what's going on here. Nope, alright. There's a Surf. I don't know if we take that. A non-rain Surf, we do take it. Okay. Good to know, good to know. Now, I'm very much still curious as to whether or not that Jirachi's Scarfed. I'm very much still curious about that. Now, this is where mind games happen, because you could completely go back into Jirachi here, expecting my Sludge Bomb. And I don't think that Heat Wave is going to do enough. I really don't. It's only like 7% that I have to do. I don't know. I guess I could count that. Kingdra. Crobat. Heat Wave against a Crobat. I mean, against a Kingdra. He's doing max like 5%. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So at least Air Slash gets some damage off. You don't switch out, but I've shown essentially my entire moveset. How much does Air Slash do? Air Slash does like 26%. Alright, neat. Now, I don't know what the Jirachi was doing. Are you bringing this in because it's Scarfed? You have to be. You have to be. Either way, I just go for Heat. There's really not much of a play I have. Yeah, you're Scarfed. Now, what is Jirachi? I feel like Jirachi has like base 100 speed. Jirachi base 100 speed, base 100 everything. Okay. So what does Gardevoir do with Shadow Ball? What is Gardevoir doing with Shadow Ball? I max attack modest. I'm pretty positive I'm modest. Either way, what are we doing with Shadow Ball? Because what I might do is bring in Chinchino, right? And get some chip damage, and then let and then let... I can't really do that. Shadow Ball is only doing 50%. Shadow Ball is only doing 50%. Now, what is my Cinchino set again? What is Cinchino doing? Max attack Cinchino with U-turn. Bullet Seed. Oh, yikes. This whole double scarf situation genuinely might lose me this game right here. This double scarf thing might genuinely lose me this match right here. I think Swampert has enough. I think Swampert has enough HP remaining where it lives anything that. Man, this is really rough here. Okay, what about Gardevoir? How much does a Shadow Ball do? Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because I get taken out. Yeah, Shadow Ball's not doing nearly enough. I think Double Scarf actually kind of loses this to me. And you outspeed, yeah, okay. There was never anything that I could have done. I would have had to go into Cinchino, right? Cinchino has to U-turn out. It does a decent amount of damage, but that gives up my Gardevoir, and then Cinchino has to go for Bullet Seed. Cinchino has to go for Bullet Seed, and that doesn't do enough. Scarf Jirachi definitely won him this game. Let me just see. I don't want to take up too much of his time, but just so I know, U-turn's only doing 17%. How much does Bullet Seed do? Bullet Seed does about 10%. So yeah, best I can do. I'm just gonna Tail Slap for the heck of it. But, and I missed the Tail Slap. Okay, I missed the Tail Slap. Either way, nothing that I really could have done. Wait, alright, so I do take an Iron Head. So did that change anything? Did I genuinely? No, because there's no planet on which I do enough damage. There's no planet on which I do enough damage. Because, yeah, this is doing about 30%, right? So Cinchino could U-turn, get 17%, we can see right here. Get 17% off. Gardevoir goes down. I can Bullet Seed twice for an extra 10% each time. That would get the Jirachi to about half, so there was no way that I could get over Scarf Jirachi, and that really hurt me. Giving up that Volcanion really, really hurt me. And yeah, just not having enough coverage to be able to take out that Jirachi really did hurt me in the end. That was a very quick battle. I really did think that I had this prep set up, but Jirachi was just something that I did not put enough thought into. So actually, Scrafty could have ended up being a fantastic check to the Jirachi, but I didn't realize in the moment just how dangerous the Jirachi would be to me late game, first of all. And second of all, I didn't realize, I really thought that that putting in the Scrafty like that would make him fear the Ice Punch, and that would force a switch. Him staying in like that was absolutely wild. It was absolutely wild. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will have more PGBL matches just like this for the remaining couple weeks, and hopefully we will get into the final playoff spot. The East is completely wide open. Things are going absolutely crazy. I'm very excited. to see how far this team can go. We are just about there, but with that, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you once again out.